to be fair.
I'm not going to be going to the gigs.
No, probably not.
It's fine though.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, fine. Doctor Who. Probably.
Yeah, but if that's your style of music, then I'm sure you enjoyed it. Not so much myself.
To be
but there
fair,
we go.
if that was your style of music, me initially slagging it off afterwards has put you off.
Yeah.
So then I apologise. You're probably not listening anymore. We will not be playing any of them ever again. So
Anyway.
he's on.
Yes.
This is the Codpast. This is the cast.
The Castpod. Sorry, a piece of the caravan just fallen on Andy, so we'll try and get that fixed. It was the skylight.
This is the Castpod. I should elaborate. This is a little caravan that we've got, which we tour around the world. We're coming to Aberystwyth. That's me and Ads who are broadcasting to you. We've got Ads who is dealing with the computer and technical side of it.
It's Andy and Dav, actually, not Andy and Ads. But yes, that's brilliant. Anyway.
Main error.
Yeah. Never mind. It's okay.
Slight error. We're all in this together. Don't you believe in teamwork?
I do. I do believe in teamwork.
I do. So
and a supportive role, absolutely. So,
Dav is broadcasting. I am broadcasting. Ads is on the computer. He's doing the music stuff. Steve is sat on the floor. He's on his
phone.
He's presumably doing something useful. We don't know.
We hope.
We've got Cassie and Gemma who are sat there. They're meant to be helping. They're just sort of sat there. They are research and they're going to.
Hello. We like Aberystwyth. It's very nice here. You have lots of pubs.
Do have a lot of pubs.
Yeah. Not sure how that's going to sound to the listeners. Probably unprofessional, but
that's fine.
We can break through unprofessionalism because
smash it.
Why not? Anyway, we're going to bring you some fantastic things about this town that you probably live in if you've downloaded this. Cassie,
we hope so.
Researcher, tell us what.
Ponies.
Live in or have in fact
Ponies.
visited Aberystwyth because thousands.
Hang on. Can you come into the microphone and tell us this, please, Cassie?
It's going to be a little bit difficult to read from over here, but there's been a recent news
Should have
story
thought about
on about the on about the 27th of April, where some dead ponies were washed up out of the ocean and left there in the sun.
That's horrific.
Sorry, when was that?
The 27th.
27th of April.
Well, hang on. I'll just have a look out the window and see if I can see anything.
Yeah,
So,
pop out.
Yeah.
Pop out. Dav, do you see anything out the window?
I can't see or smell anything except for
Are
the
you
seagulls.
looking for ponies?
I was looking for dead ponies.
Check again, because I can't believe you can't see them.
They're on the beach.
You can't see.
Look towards the beach.
Oh my God! There's one right there.
Right. All right. Verified. What? Sorry. Why did that happen? Dead ponies?
That's
It doesn't
disgusting.
It doesn't
They came
say.
out of the sea. They were washed up out of the sea. How they got into the sea, it doesn't say.
Dead ponies washed up out of the sea. 2 dead ponies were washed up in Aberystwyth.
No. I blame the estuary. It's got to be something to do with the estuary. Cause,
So you reckon rather than be washed in from, say, elsewhere, they came
Ireland.
down.
you know, the Aberystwyth, Borth, Ynyslas area is a black spot for swimming. So if you have ponies,
It is a couple of
venturing
ponies.
into the
It's a kid's
water-
worst nightmare. They've been dreaming for a pony all their lives.
Here you go.
Mummy,
Here's a
Mummy,
pony.
look, a pony! Oh, get off it!
Oh
dear! Climbing on it.
The smell. Oh God, the smell and the flies.
Bring it back to life with love.
Yeah, it doesn't always work like that, really.
No,
does it?
it obviously didn't. I was at the beach in Ynyslas, shortly up from the beach of Aberystwyth, where a pony had fallen down a bank, broke its neck, right? And they were dragging it away with a cart, and all the kids were looking like, "What's under the blanket? What's under the blanket?" And they didn't really reveal it. It was like some sort of magic act. And they were dragging it away, and all the kids were looking. And then the sheet that was covering the horse just came away. And
No.
yeah, seriously. Revealed
Oh no.
this dead horse being dragged along the beach. All the kids were there, like mouth, just jaws on the floor.
Oh.
They couldn't handle it. They were just going mental. Just the sight of a car dragging a dead horse. It's like legs all over the place, just ricocheting off.
I bet they had the donkey rides as well, and they were like, "Oh, we just ride on a donkey."
It was a bit
brilliant.
insensitive, but the best thing was it couldn't go over like the dunes of the beach, so it had to cut around the entire length of the beach.
No.
So we saw it.
Yeah.
Then we went over the dunes like, oh, thank God we never have to witness that again. Went to the car park and it came around the corner.
Oh no!
There he is.
Upsetting.
There
really
he is, coming
upsetting.
again. Loaded him on a van. I don't know why they bothered treating him with that much respect because it was dead.
Well,
I mean, I'd have just chucked it back into the sea.
back into the sea where all the dead ponies end up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a tragic
when your pony dies,
story.
you flush it down the toilet, don't you?
If you've got a toilet big enough. Not in our chemical toilet for the dirty, smelly caravan.
No, well, yeah.
Oh dear.
That's where the computer is.
No, the caravan basically doesn't have a real toilet.
It is
I mean,
a toilet.
yeah, well, Dad has to empty it out every morning.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. It really isn't.
Chuck it into the sea. That's when we're based somewhere on the sea. Otherwise, Dad has to sort of throw it onto the caravan next door.
Yeah. Or down a gutter or a drain or
into
something.
the water supply.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn grim.
It is dire, isn't it? We've got to come up with a better idea for that, really. But that's the trouble with chemical toilets. Where'd you put it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, out the window on the promenade into the sea.
You
That's
wouldn't.
where it all ends up anyway.
Yeah. Bet you love it, don't you?
No, not really.
Chemical toilets.
Not a big fan of the smell. It may be the dirty, smelly
I
caravan.
don't think there's
but
anyone
that's
who would
an
admit to being a
extra
fan of the smell, Daff.
Well,
I'm a fan of the
well, to
chemical
be
toilet
honest, the
smell.
colour's a bit off. Not a fan of that. And
a
also,
chemical toilet.
well, yes, no. Better than the Portaloos, which you really want to avoid.
Yes, when you
Which
go
you get some caravan
Yeah.
sites. If you take a tent, then they're your only option. At least, kind of, with us, we've got a caravan, so not so bad.
So if
Although,
you're in
almost.
Aberystwyth and you are camping, throw your chemical waste just over a hedge, because
Yeah, in a bag, into a tree. That's fine.
onto your neighbour.
Yeah, yeah.
They're irritated.
Give 'em a
you
present.
wake up. The campsite says no noise after 11. They don't care. They're playing their music. Throw your disposable toilet over
Absolutely.
their tent. Make them want to leave. Have a lovely holiday. Go home. Feel pleased with yourself.
And brilliant. Because you want to
Yeah.
get rid of your neighbours if they're a pain.
It's got nothing to do
otherwise,
with
they're
horses,
alright.
though, has it?
It hasn't, no.
And we've been let down here because we've ran out of stuff to talk about. With no extra research. And not a song. Well, what? Come on. What
Do we
else
have
is
any
going on
more?
in Aberystwyth? You, cue us up. We've got another song. Never mind.
Not many other songs.
Alright, we've
Well,
got
it
another
has
song
been
coming
At
up.
least two.
We've got at least 2. There's a treat for you. Good news, everyone. We've got at least 2 songs coming up.
Hooray! Excited for them. A View from Saturn, I believe, is one of the bands that are coming up.
I believe.
They're
Look, he
local
looks at the
band.
screen and he pretends he knows
They're
what's
all,
going
they're all
on.
local
I
He
artists.
just-
pretends he knows what's
I
happening.
did.
No.
I know as much as what is going on out the window. Unfortunately, there are no live bands out on the promenade tonight. Otherwise, we could
Probably
interview them.
If there is, you've
Although-
embarrassed yourself.
They might be confused. Yeah, well, I can't see any. They're very quiet if they are out there.
That
Probably
is
over the
quiet,
castle.
actually. Should I pop and check in a second?
Yeah,
I'll just
I
pop
would
outside,
do.
have a
Nobody
look, see
tuning
what's
up
going on.
At the bandstand.
Probably not that much.
Probably not. It's winding down. It's a Saturday night in Aberystwyth. And yeah, it's sort of winding down a bit. Hoping to catch some of the people out on the night out, but to be honest, it's fairly quiet.
I wouldn't want to go out with anything like that. No, I'm not a student anymore.
No.
It's just like
Really.
absolute mental heads.
Lovely.
Honestly, I'd rather kick myself in the balls than talk to them.
This is the story of my life. This is the story of my life. I had a chance to join, but I ran. I started to trip and I started to land. I fell face first into the sand. I had a choice to join, but I ran. I Everything's like this going through my mind. I feel so goddamn lifeless. Everything's like this going through my fucking mind. Everything's like this going through my mind. I feel so goddamn lifeless. Everything's like this going through my mind. I had a choice to join, but I ran. I ran as fast as I can. I started a trip and I started to land. I fell face first to the sand. I had a choice to join, but I ran. I ran as fast as I can. I started a new trip, but I ran. I fell face first to the sand. To the sand.
We're fading that. That's rubbish. Right, turn that off. We're not playing them anymore. That's pathetic.
We're not a fan of that. I went to the toilet, so I didn't really.
You're obviously loving it.
Yeah.
Anyway, ghost stories. Come on.
We've got some Aberystwyth ghost stories.
Oh, I like
Brilliant.
those stories. This is where you get chills at your spine.
Yeah, or not.
Only chills at my spine are going of how much more pathetic
Yeah.
broadcast material.
The first one is obviously somebody spotted a mermaid.
Oh,
Right? That's not a ghost. Instantly.
hang on.
Rubbish.
What?
Just let me have a look out the window to see if there are any mermaids out there.
Go on, Dav.
Ooh.
Dav's gone to the window.
Towards
He's,
the
beach.
He's
The next story.
hang on, he's looking.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
He's actually looking.
Any half-naked ladies?
No, well, yes, we are in Aberystwyth, but none of them are half fish.
No.
fish then.
No half fish out there, no.
Right, rubbish. Next, ghost story. And I thought by ghost story you meant not a mermaid, but a ghost.
Well, it's a creature. of some sort.
Right, it's a creature.
This one isn't
Fine.
about a ghost either. It's about a cat that killed sheep.
A cat that killed sheep.
Well, it's got to be a
This
pretty
one,
big cat.
Maybe might be a little bit more pertinent for you. It's the student accommodation ghost.
Ooh.
No, really? Now this is
Oh,
a story.
yes.
Student accommodation. The legend, if you're in Penbryn Block 7, you may know of it, you may not. If you're living in there, then run for the hills! But,
Because of the smell.
various reasons, actually quite a terrifying place. But I saw a ghost. 7-Eleven. No, not 7-Eleven. That's the name of a convenience store in America. 714. Do you know what? I don't know. Basically,
I can't even
if you're on the
remember.
bottom floor in Penbryn, floor 7, I don't know what my room was, but little ghost, little fella,
Near the end.
turned up on my bed, wearing a tracksuit.
As ghosts do.
Make what you will of that.
Trackies.
Yeah, he was in trackies.
Was he the jogger out of Ghostbusters?
Did he have a bottle of white lightning?
Didn't have white lightning.
It wasn't a chav ghost then.
Well, I wasn't judging him, you know, he just sort of sat there.
Right, yeah. No,
Um,
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he was having a whale of a time, he sat there. Do you know what, there's not much more to tell with this story.
Well, what about the look he gave you? I distinctly
He
remember.
grinned at me, Dav!
He
He
grinned
grinned
at
at me!
And
And
you
I
went
was
to
freaked out.
Push him away.
I did bloody push him away, wouldn't you? He's ghost, you know.
Yes, I would too.
Supernatural being. He was having
Absolutely.
a
Like
laugh.
a mermaid.
No, nothing like a mermaid. More like a ghost, actually. Funnily enough. Yeah.
Sitting on your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't like to wake up to that, to be fair.
You might have had a
I
better
was-
time with this ghost that the story cites, as it
Oh,
was
sorry,
a
yes.
woman from the 1970s
Ooh,
who
very
sat
cool.
and watched a woman who obviously was from present day in her bed while she slept and pointed sinisterly.
Ooh, that is a bit freaky.
She's getting ideas above her station.
She is, absolutely.
Block
What was
her
that all
out.
about? Yes. So a random lady ghost from the 70s. How do we know she was from the 70s? Does it say?
From her clothing, I
Jitterbug.
suppose.
From
is
her
why.
clothes.
She did the jitterbug,
She
I
had
think.
that hair and all that. And she did that DISCO dance. Is that from the 70s? I don't know.
Dance.
Yeah. So, and she
There's
was...
nothing from the waist down. I don't know if that means that
Ooh.
the ghost was naked or it only existed until the waist
Oh, this is
down.
an actual ghost you've
Had a
researched
tail.
and you have the story of.
Yeah, I think she might have been a mermaid, maybe?
She had a tail. It's a fish tail.
No,
It was
yeah.
a mermaid ghost.
A ghost.
Don't hear many stories about mermaid ghosts.